Hello guys, welcome back onto the channel. I've been playing The Crew 2 a lot lately, and the live summit has a lot to do with it. It brought me back into the game and I just can't stop playing now. The theme of these races, of the races in this video, are comebacks. I've got some really awesome comebacks on the races that I did online over the last couple of days that I wanted to show you guys. And this is one of the online races. It's in the street racing playlist. And as you're gonna see right now, I mess up really bad. I seem to have a thing for guardrails in this game. I seem to get stuck on them a lot. And as I was saying, this is the street racing playlist, which means that the cars are all ghosted out, which is awesome. It makes for some really clean racing. There's no one trying to push you off the track, and it's all up to you and your ability to stay off guardrails, as you can see. So I'm down in the last place. The second place guy is level, I think his level is over 1,000, which kind of made me think that he was gonna be a really difficult target to beat. And as you can see, he's up in first place, I'm still in last place. Everyone is bundled together, and I don't know how the matching works in this game, to be honest. There's tiered levels that you can improve upon. So you start at the bronze level 4, and you're gonna start climbing up the ladder the more races you win. As you can see, the Orefel, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he got stuck onto the guardrail just like I did back at the beginning of the race, so he lost the place. I'm up in 4th place. There's a lot of switching back and forth between the 2nd and 3rd place, which is great. Even though there's no collisions, everybody's ghosted out. Whenever someone is fighting for a position, they're bound to make mistakes, as this guy just did. So we have a fighting chance. He went way off the track back there. I don't know if he was trying to cut the corner or whether he just missed his braking point, but that's a free position for us. The previous second place, which is the guy that is the highest level in this lobby, just went down to 3rd place. He kind of messed up the cornering. One of the things that you want to avoid in this game is drifting around the corners. I know that this is not intentional for most people, but that's something you want to avoid. This connectivity issue annoys the heck out of me. I wish that Ubisoft kind of kept it in the back end, or maybe they reworked the way that the online works. It feels like this game is relying on a peer-to-peer system. So whenever the host of the lobby drops down or drops out, they have to reassign the host to somebody else, and that's why you see those messages pop up and the game freezes. So this guy is driving I think a KTM X-Bow. It's a really quick car around the corners, but it lacks straight line speed, and that's my car. The car that I'm using is the Porsche Cayman GT4. It's a really great all-arounder. It's not great at top speed, it's not great at cornering speed, but it does each of these fairly well to be competitive. And as you can see, I'm gonna be winning some of these races. At least this race I kind of spaced out because I'm remembering the other races that I recorded that I'm not making into this video. These are gonna be shown up in a different video. But for this one, you're gonna see that I managed to regain the first position out from the last that I pretty much started the race in. I screwed up right at the beginning, so that was a fairly easy win, all things considered. Moving on to a hypercar race, which I absolutely love in this game. The hypercar discipline in The Crew 2 offers some of the longest races you're gonna find in the game so far. I really want Ubisoft to bring back some of the longer races in The Crew 1, like the 4-hour one. I really wish that they do something like that down the line. So as you can see, again, I'm not driving a car that excels at top speed. This is the Pagani Zonda F, if I'm not mistaken, but it's a really good all-arounder hypercar. And the first place, I think, is driving a McLaren P1, and this guy that just overtook me, he's driving, I think, a Koenigsegg Regera. Yeah, that's the car that he's using. And this I like Pro Gamer GT. Uh, he's a quick guy, but I would describe his driving style as eager driving because he's so eager to take corners that, as you can see, look at how quickly he took that corner. That was such an amazing move, but it doesn't work all the time. And as you're gonna see, that's gonna work against him down the line. And eager driving in any racing game never works out well. You may be able to hook up the perfect corner once or twice, but for most part of the time you're gonna want to take your proper braking points. You're gonna want to take the cornering pretty much perfectly if you want to race. So I'm down in third place. The second and first place are way ahead of me. I messed up a little bit here, but I managed to keep going. I like Pro Gamer GT did something wrong because he got overtaken by the Sentinel HD. I'm gonna stop trying to pronounce these names. I would assume most people would have a hard time pronouncing my name as well, so I can blame them for the nicknames that they have. But I'm up in first place, but I would assume that's not gonna be kept for long. As you can see, he's not driving the McLaren P1. He's actually driving the Koenigsegg Agera R or 1-1. I don't know, but it's a Koenigsegg Agera. It's a really quick car. My car hits nearly 500 kilometers per hour, and I would assume that this car easily goes past the 500 kilometer mark. But it struggles around the corner. As you can see, yeah, I kind of had forgotten about that. I got stuck onto that tree, which is something that I seem to have some sort of fondness for in this game. But it looks like the third place kind of messed up as well. I don't know, maybe he got stuck onto the same tree, I don't know. But like Pro Gamer GT's back into first place. His car is also really quick on a straight line. I got overtaken by the same guy that I was fighting for a position back there. He messed up a little bit. Let's see what we can do about that. We're past 85% completion of this race. I really like the percentage system in this game. It kind of gives you a better idea of how much you have left on the track. Again, the connectivity issue. Probably someone dropped out, probably the host. Let's see. Yeah, Mustafa Stoney, I don't know. He dropped out. He was probably the host, so the host got assigned to someone else. That's something that I really wanted them to fix in order to avoid this interruption. It's fine when these interruptions happen when you're on a straight line, but they're not that great when you're taking a corner. It kind of throws you off a lot. So down the straight line, let's see what happens, and something really weird is gonna happen. I finished in third place, but the game put me up to first place. That's some enigmas of mystery shit down there. I don't know why that happened. Maybe that there was some lag involved, but I'm not gonna question that too much. I won, so I don't care. So we're gonna be doing another hypercar race. This time the map is covered in snow, which is gonna make things a little bit more difficult to take corners at high speed. The car is gonna slide a little bit more than it usually does. The effect is not that big. It doesn't make that big of a difference, but it does make a slight difference nonetheless. So we're in fourth place, third place, fourth place. What the hell happened with the position HUD there? I don't know, but yeah, we're in fourth place. We're running against pretty much the same guys. Looks like I like Pro Gamer GT dropped out. No, actually he's back in. I don't know what I was reading there, but he's up in third place. That's what matters. The positions are all messed up. It's kind of difficult to gauge which position I am right now, but let's focus on doing a good race so that we can overtake the first place. That's our main goal here. I kind of messed up a little bit there. I kind of hit the guardrail a little bit there, and I'm trying to judge what's going on here. It's kind of difficult with everybody goes it out. It's kind of difficult to spot the cars in the track. But we're up in first place somehow. I don't know what happened, but they're pretty close by. They're not that far off. And as you can see, I have a thing for guardrails, as I said in the first race. And well, that didn't turn out too good, did it? And we're back in fourth place, so we have quite a bit of work to do if we want to go for the first place. First place is quite a way ahead. I don't know if it's reachable, but we're gonna try to reel him in. We managed to go back to first place quite quickly, but the guy got his position back. He went for a cutback, a really good one. And well, there's not much going on right now. Let's hope that changes soon. It's kind of difficult when you're back down to third, fourth, last place, because you're always trying to push the car to the absolute maximum, and that opens you up for all sorts of stupid mistakes, like going wide, going off the track. So try to drive with a cool head, not like I'm doing here. It's quite the opposite of what I'm telling you, but try to drive with a cool head. Try to nail your braking points, try to nail your cornering, and you're gonna be fine. People are bound to mess up. There was a checkpoint pole flying. I don't know what happened, but try to drive with a cool head. Try to try not to drive eagerly like that other guy did. This is a shortcut that I really recommend that you take. You're gonna save quite a bit of time when you cut that instead of taking the normal line. You just need to be careful when you're out of the shortcut and back into the main route. Something happened there, I don't know. There's no I can watch replays for these races, but I'm back in first place somehow. I thought I was gonna have a hard time regaining first position, but that wasn't the case. There was another win. Moving on to the last race of the video. This time it's on a bikes only race. My bike game is really weak. I'm really awful at bike driving. In any game you throw at me, I'm gonna suck at bike driving. But for some reason I did quite well in this race, as you're gonna see, save for a few mistakes here and there. I'm up in first place. One thing that I do recommend you to do, and I would assume that the vast majority of you watching this video already know about this, but if you're in the minority that don't know that already, drive your bike holding up on your analog stick. That's gonna make your driver lean forward, and that's gonna decrease the air resistance, making your bike go a little bit faster than you would. That's especially true at higher speeds. That's when you're gonna notice the most difference. When you're taking corners, depending on how tight the corner is, maybe you should let go and just take the corner normally. But as soon as you hit a straight line, you're gonna want to lean forward by holding up on your analog stick to maximize your top speed. I kind of took this corner really awfully, and the eager driver back there tried to cut the corner by not taking the proper line, but as you can see, it didn't work out quite well for him. Good for us. We're up in first place with a 3-second lead, but that's not gonna be kept for too long. As you're gonna see a little bit ahead in the race, I'm gonna mess up, as that's the theme of this videos. I mess up, but I managed to make a comeback. So that's the theme of the video. We managed to kind of increase our lead by 2 seconds. As you can see, I have a thing for guardrails. I should name the title of this video as I have a thing for guardrails, because that's pretty much what's happening here. But somehow I didn't lose a position. Looks like somebody messed up back there as well, probably in the same guardrail as I got stuck on. And we're still with a fairly comfortable lead. 4 seconds is quite a good margin to have in a race like this. But as you can see, the guys behind are catching up to me pretty quickly. They're probably driving faster bikes on a straight line, for sure. And as you can see, again I hit a guardrail. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah. So the eager driver, that might as well be his nickname, and he managed to get the lead. This Metal Slime EXP, I'm under the impression that I have already raced this guy before. And I mess up a little bit here. I should have braked a little bit earlier. It's kind of difficult to gauge your braking points in this game, but because as you can see, there is no braking line. The line doesn't change color. You're pretty much given a route thanks to this newest edition over the last update, but it doesn't give you much more than that. I managed to overtake this guy for some reason. I would assume that his bike is faster on a straight line, but yeah, that was another win. And if you think that I kind of cherry-picked these races, no, I won all of these races in a row and they were all amazing. But from this point on, the races were either bad because I led by too much, or nothing interesting happened. So these are the 4 races for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more The Crew content. I'm intending to bring a lot more The Crew 2 content to the channel. Forza Horizon 4 didn't work out for me so far, so that's what I'm gonna be focusing on over the next couple videos. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Bye.